Evening people, how we are all how are we all doing? It's been a long day, but there's still time yet. As you can see, no more dodgy lightning because I'm doing this in light. Right, I've been talking about this on and off for a few days. It's my first challenge. Obviously, hopefully I've added some value to you guys, giving you some tips and just speaking from experience, my heart, my head, whatever you want to call it. But today I wanna set you guys a challenge. So this is based on a video I did maybe about 2-3 videos ago about the word edification and basically what it means, which is to build people up, to speak positively about others, even if they don't see it in themselves, or talking about them in a light or somewhere they don't see themselves but they can aspire to in the future. So yeah, that was a video, and I think it went down quite well. But it was milling around in my head, and I thought, hey Nana, how you doing, man? Hope you like this video. I'm feeling quite passionate about this one. So anyway, yeah, I did the edification video, and really in my talks, what I'd like to aspire to in the future is to basically give you guys an action point. What's up, man? Really give you guys an action point that you can action straight away. Because I've been I don't know if any of you guys, I used to go to a lot of seminars once upon a time, and even in church where they do church talks, give you great tips, 10 things to do this, 5 things to do that, and you go away and before you know it you're back, unless you spend, great tip if you can, so whenever you hear a talk or a seminar or anything like that, and you're taking notes or you're listening and recording whatever, take some time to actually go through your notes, some downtime. Next day's good, or a few hours afterwards. In my experience, I haven't done that. So what happens is, great talks, great sermons, etc. Take it in all in a time, all hyped up, and then the week. Hey, Carmen, thanks for coming. Really liked your video, by the way, and yeah, kept up with it. Put the tips on there. So yeah, hyped up, and then the week goes by. It slowly gets forgotten about. And then you go to the next seminar or your next church service, and then you get filled again and what have you. Hey Karam, how you doing, man? So really, I want to one of my goals is to give you guys an action step that you can just implement straight away. Sorry, I lost connection there. So yeah, what's the edification challenge about? I really think it's valuable to edify, build people up, and we live in a world of negativity, bad stuff, and basically no one really knows how great you are, or no one. Hey Peter, thanks for joining for the first time. Thanks for coming to my baptism as well. No one really. The most that you hear people talking really about someone else is when they're dead. Um, yes, they're there in spirit, but physically they can't hear you, and that's when you get the eulogies and people talking how great this person was and how they did this for them. But that's all past tense. Why can't we do this in the present? Why can't we tell people how great they are in the present? I think it's a cultural thing, and this is not really. I mean, I know myself, I'm not the best. I mean, fortunately, I've got praise a few times at work, whatever, but I'm not really the best at taking praise or being given great comments. Often, people think you want something. They want something from you. If someone praises you, like, what do you want? What are you trying to get? Why are you trying to butter me up? So we're not really used to, and it comes right from childhood, from education. Not really good at building people up, talking about them positively. It's almost the negative, what they haven't done, what KPI they haven't hit this month, what sales target they haven't hit, rather than all the good stuff they got. So I've been thinking about, and this edification challenge is all about building people up while they're alive. So what I want you people to do is, and there's no excuse for anyone not doing this, all right? Anyone's got an excuse, you come and tell me, and I'll find a way to get around that excuse. So what I want people to do, and literally, if you want, you can do this every day. And how am I going to be doing it? Because I'm going to be doing a challenge as well. Is what I'm going to be doing is going through my phone book, literally from A to Z, and I'm going to be contacting everyone in my phone book. Now, the way I see it doing it, I think I love. If any of you guys use voice notes before, so you just record the audio and you just send it to someone. It's like a one-way conversation. I love voice notes to record stuff I need to do myself. Just to record a message for someone. Sometimes typing something doesn't get your point across the best. You don't hear the emotion sometimes emails just can be read, taken the wrong way. So I love voice notes. So what I'm intended to do is go through my phone book, and literally every person in my phone book, hopefully they're on Facebook. If not, I'll find another way to do this, and just record an audio. So telling them how great they are, how they've impacted my life, and all it's about is giving. I'm not expecting them to call me back or reply back. I'm just giving. And how incredible would that be if we can every day contact someone, leave a voice note, it could be a text message, and just tell them how great they are, how much they've impacted their life. And this is for people you may not have even got along with. So there might be a person in your workplace that always follows everything by the book, no leniency, no sway. Everything's got to be by the book. Find positive in that. Find positive in that. That person who follows everything by the book, you know that person is they're consistent, they're disciplined, and we need that in this world, because there's some people who are willing to bend the rules for any which way. But we need people who are consistent, who are true to their values. So you might not have got along with that person. You might have find that person frustrating, but there's good in that person. So find something good about the person if you're struggling to, and just leave a message. It could be 10 seconds, 20 seconds, doesn't have to be long, saying you're great, you had a great impact on my life, we worked together, you were always friendly to me, you always made me cups of tea when I didn't, when I said I was too busy, anything. And all you're doing is leaving a voice note for that person. And imagine that person might have had the worst day of their life, and they're getting this voice note from someone they worked with 5 years ago, telling them how great they are. And if anyone phones you up to complain that you left them a positive message, send them to me, because I don't think anyone's going to complain, and I don't think this has been done, and I think people are going to question why. And if they question why, you can tell them, I just wanted to let you know that you've had an impact on my life, and I'd rather let you know that now than when you're dead. You don't have to put it that way. That's a bit clinical. But or you could tell them, you watched me in the video and you set this challenge. I'm doing this as part of a challenge to let people, to spread some good in the world, and let people who have been through my life know what they've done in my life. I believe that some friendships are only for a season of time. Like the people I went to school with, I'm not in contact with them now. Some people can pass through your life literally for a matter of moments, and we can spread good. Hi Gemma, how you doing? Great training today, by the way. I'm trying to do a little coaching here, so let me know your thoughts. So yeah, I want all of us to spread some positivity in this world, and I think this is a great way to do it. I'm just so excited about this. I'm just thinking it's so easy to do as well. You just go through your phone book or address book or whatever you want to do. Randomly people come to your mind, and just leave a voice note, leave a text message, leave a voicemail, and just tell them one thing that they've done in your life to impact them. And it's not about getting a reply back, it's about you giving to that person and they receiving it. And I think I can't help feel that that will build up people. So that's what I'm going to be doing. If once a day is too much for you, once a week. Just contact one person a week. Let them know how great they are. Let them know what impact they've done in your life. Even if you disagree with them, tell them why you respected. Even though we didn't always see eye to eye, I respected you because of A, B, or C. If you can't do it once a week, once a month. If you can't do it once a month, once a year. Can you contact one person a year? And what's going on, Autumn? One person a year. No problem, man. Great thing about Facebook is you can watch it back. Anyway, Autumn's just joined, and he just said he's apologising for being late. Autumn, what I'm doing is I'm setting a challenge called the edification challenge, and I want everyone to contact. The standard is one person a day. Leave them a voice note, leave them a text message, and tell them how they've impacted your life. What positivity have they brought to your life? And if you can't do it once a day, do it once a week. If you can't do it once a week, do it once a month. If you can't do it once a month, do it once a year, or twice, once every 6 months, once every quarter. If you can't do it once a year, do it once every 2 years. I don't care, just put some regularity to it. Think about it. If you do it once, just talk about once a year. And, I don't know, say you live for, another 20, 30 years. That's 30 people that you're leaving a positive comment on. One that's not going to be expected by them. One where you're not expecting anything to come back. You're just letting them know. That's it. That's it, Uta, man. Make it a way of life. Make it a daily discipline, a weekly discipline, a monthly discipline. These Facebook Lives, I've been doing these now, I think about 2 weeks. Minimum standard, 5 days a week. Sometimes you might get one from me on a Saturday. Sunday's day of rest, unless it's something like I got baptised yesterday, but I just ran out of steam on Sunday to do a Facebook Live. So minimum five times a week. Yeah, it was hard at first. I was nervous at first, but now it's just part of the routine. A little 10 minutes here. Yeah, sometimes I go on for a little bit, so it's like 30, 40 minutes. But yeah, just at the end of the day, this one's I'm doing earlier, going to reach as many people as possible. And yeah, kind of my ones are usually quite late at night. Because I think there's no reason why people can't jump on board with this. If you ain't got a phone, then you're probably not watching this, so it's a bit irrelevant. But anyway, if technology is an issue, write a letter. That old-fashioned thing, writing a letter. Write a short note to someone, drop it through their letterbox, post it, send it. You know what I mean? Anything. If you want to speak to that person personally, then the thing I want for me is the reason I want to do the voice notes is because you're not having a thanks to man. You're not having a two-way conversation. It's all about giving. Yeah, some people might not be good at receiving. Some people you might not spoke to for years, so you spend the first half an hour catching up, and then the time that comes, you've forgotten what you were going to do. So that's why I like that one-way communicate, dropping something into their lives. Boy, you impacted my life. When you was at school, you looked out for me when I wasn't the most popular person. You always found time to speak to me. If you're not sure what to say, write it down. If you don't know what to say, reach out to me and tell me what you like about this person. I'll find something. I'll find there's good in everyone. There's good in everyone. Cousin Jennifer, how are you doing? Long time. Yeah, find good in someone, and trust me, we're very quick to find the bad in ourselves. Imagine, just flip it the other way. Imagine you got a message, a voice message on your Facebook Messenger from, I don't know, someone you haven't spoke to, I don't know, in 20 years or so. For whatever reason, you got on fine with them, just your path took a different route. And they just said, look, I just want to reach out to you, man, just to let you know how much you've done for me, how much you looked after me when we grew up, blah, blah, whatever. Imagine how it's going to make you feel. Even imagine when you've had a rough day and you come back and you get that positive message. How's that going to make you feel? Imagine you got that on a regular basis. How countercultural would that be? Instead of all negative, what you haven't done, what on your things to do list you haven't done today, or you're just feeling totally knackered, and you just think, or you think, oh, it's that dreading Monday, I've got to go back into work, I'm not doing what I love, blah 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 blah, and then you get this little voice from someone you haven't spoken to ages, maybe in someone you might have not thought you got along with, but they just say, look, I just want to reach out to you, I respect you, we might not share the same views, but you always stood up for your morals, blah blah blah. How great would that be? Do it daily. If you can get to do it daily, adopt it as a way of life. And for those of you who've got children, for those of you who haven't got children, but people around you, and they see you doing this, and you talk to them about it, and then imagine we can touch the next generation. So every day, they're just giving positive, talking to one person, telling them that's something good they did, and then just spread that positivity. And the thing is, it's free. It just costs you a few breaths in your mouth. It's not something you have to pay for. It's not something the other person has to do something for. It's free. We're paying for this internet connection anyway, so let's utilize it rather than just looking up X, Y, and Z. Let's use the power of technology to reach, just like I'm using it now, to reach out to people and try and spread some positivity and some seeds of wisdom. Let's use this to reach others. That's why I like voice notes. Like I said, I've already covered that. But the reason I'm going on and on waffling is because I feel this is a really good way an easy way, and not a time-consuming way spread love and spread positivity life. We don't often make a point of telling people how much it impacted their life. Like I said, the most common is when the person has passed away and you're at the funeral, you have the eulogy, you have people talking about how great that person was, how much they, but it's all past tense. Yes, they're there in spirit, but it's all past tense. That person may not have known the impact they had on people's lives. They might have thought, they might have set themselves so high standards and felt like they were coming up short, but that coming up short was more than sufficient. Like I say, if you aim to hit the moon, you may not hit the moon, but you reach the stars. If you aim to reach the stars, you're never going to get to the moon. You might be here right now thinking, what have I done with my life? What am I here for? I used to have these thoughts. What am I here? Everyone else is in their thing. I'm on the sidelines watching everyone moving past. What am I here for? What has God put me here for? Why did my mum have me? Why would my dad not be around? Who am I? What is my purpose in life? I haven't created an Apple. I haven't created a Dyson. I haven't been a world changer. What am I here for? What am I doing? And for me, in that period of my life, which is I've experienced that for longer than I've been alive, as in having those feelings. If people had sent me those kind of messages, who knows what if it wouldn't have had a negative effect. Let's put it that way. No one's going to phone you up and complain. Why? It's not a spam call. You know that person. You got a link with them. They may not remember who you are. You might have to say a little something about who you are. But no one. Katie, how you doing? Is Alicia in bed yet? So no one is going to phone you up and complain. Why are you phoning me? Why are you leaving these messages of positivity, telling me how great I am? Who's gonna phone up and do that? I might question, because it's like I said, it's not the normal. I might question why you're doing that, and you can say whatever you like. You've watched me on the Facebook Live setting this challenge, or something's prompted you just to want to spread positivity in your life. I just wanted to tell you. Let you know. Nothing more than that. I don't want anything back. I don't need to discuss it anymore. It's not about me telling you how good you are so you can tell me how good I am. It's a one-way thing. Here's my gift to you. Here's my present to you. You've impacted me. The least I can do is just say thank you, and hopefully that will make you feel better, or give you the positive, the motivation to carry on helping more people, or carry on doing what you're doing. You may not have got where you want to in life, but it doesn't mean along the way you haven't helped people. Yeah. So people, I don't want to hear no excuses. Saying once a day, even for me at the moment, I'm going to have to make that, get into the discipline of doing that. Once a week. Can't do it once a week, once a month. You can't do it once a month, once every 3 months, every 4 months, every 6 months. Once a year, people. Once every 5 years. I don't care. Cousin Edin, how you doing, man? Once every 5 years. Imagine, like I said, I said about once a year. What if we did this every day? I don't know how many years are left. How many days are left in a year? I don't know. We're in August, September, October, November, December. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's say 4 times 30. Said we did it every day, roughly 100. My maths is terrible. Just work with me. 120 days. Just to say there's 120 days left to the end of the year, and you did this every day. That's 120 people that you left positivity to. First, there's 120 people who have impacted life. 120 people. One person, just to say one person, just takes that and just thinks, wow, and just runs with it. Or they do the same. You can say, yeah, look, I'm doing this. You often get those chain letters or those chain kind of messages on Facebook. Let 5 people know this, blah, blah, blah. You can say that, yeah, look, I'm doing this. If there's someone in your life that's added positivity, let them know. Don't reply to me. I don't want. It's not about me. You telling me how great I am. Share that and do that with someone else. I mean, I've just thought of that. If people did that, that would just be incredible. But I'm just asking the people on here and whoever watches this: can you contact one person a year? Can you contact one person every 5 years? Can you contact one person every 10 years and just let them know, send them a voice note, send a text message about how they've impacted your life in a positive way? Right, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do my one for the day. Right, Nana. I don't know if you people are still here, but I'm gonna reach out to everyone who's joined this WhatsApp. I'm not on WhatsApp yet. I'm still trying to get used to Facebook. Yes, and Nana, we've only known each other probably less than a week. I've added you. I know you're speaking a lot about disability. I've already said this to you, but it's just something that's very close to my heart, and I will share this one day. And I see you've got you're using Facebook to amplify your voice on this subject. It's a very important subject. So keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm hoping to get to know you better. Maybe do something together. I don't know. Carmen, man. Carmen, you're just fun. We've done the Speakers Express together. Habibi, spread that term out there. Yeah, you're just doing you, man. Just keep it up. Corinne is like my number one Facebook live fan. We're going for Curry in the face. Corinne's just, when I see Corinne just always has a smile on his face, and those people are few and far between. Every time you see them, they're just grinning, and you just can't help but grin. It's like when my children were younger, they were babies. It doesn't matter how much of a bad day I have. I come back home, they just smile. They're so happy to see me. You can't help but smile. So Corinne, man, keep that smile up, man. Peter I literally met for the first time. He's Corinne's friend on my baptism on Sunday. I'm just happy that you came out, and I hope you enjoyed the baptism in there. I already witnessed a couple of your messages on Facebook, a couple of positive messages. So yeah, man, hope to get to know you better. Here we go. And you're loving this idea, man. So yeah, you're good in my heart, man. Right, we got Gemma. I don't know if you're still there. Like I said, great coaching today. You said you're all about helping people. You like helping people. That was evident today. I work with Gemma. Gemma's a trainer. We did some training today. Funny on coaching and coaching other people. So yeah, great coaching session. Great training session today. And yeah, keep doing you. Utum's just a man of positivity, and Utum, I say he's up and coming. He's already established as far as I'm concerned. Speaker, tagline straight. I'd kind of do we kind of mess around and have a bit of fun. So me, sees the wisdom. Utum is straight from the heart. Yeah, connect with him on Facebook, Utum Mares. If you can't find him, let me know and I'll hook you up. Utum reached out to me actually, yeah, talking about evidence in real action. He reached out to me when I was at a low point in doing all this stuff, and he had me up to just keep going. So, and that helped me, and 3 or 4 people in that time helped me. So yeah, it works. Who was got? Jennifer. I don't know if you're still here, but Jennifer's my cousin, and yeah, man. Whenever we hook up, man, it's just I can have a deep conversation with Jennifer. We've got so much to learn about each other, because I'm not so much as part of a family, I'm part of a clan. It's like millions of us, so we don't always get the chance to speak to each other individually, because when we get together, it's kind of collective. But I know, Jennifer, I need to reach out to you. I know you've always said you've done been doing marketing, and I'm learning that marketing is a key, and I'm kind of tapping into my creative juices, which I never knew I had. So yeah, you can know that you can help me in some way. Katie, you still there? What can I say positive about my sister-in-law? Katie, you've got a good heart. I know you have. You've got a good heart. You got love for your daughter, and I know you love my children. And yeah, we don't always see eye to eye, but I know deep down you got a good heart, and that's all you're getting from me. Big Eddie. Eddie's my big cousin, man. I used to look up. I've got like 4 or 5 cousins I used to see, and yeah, Eddie. I just looked up to, man. I just was so much all my cousins. We used to go there, my brother and sister, have a good time, and then we used to get chopped in the boot of the car when you was allowed to do that kind of stuff, and yeah, I used to love them times, man. I used to love them times. probably don't realise how much I love him. Just pure jokes. I don't see Eddie as much as I used to, but yeah, Eddie's a family man. Cares about his family deeply, and any man like that I've got a respect for. So yeah, big up Eddie rather. Anyone else here? Yeah. So that's it. In action, I'm just edifying people, building people up, not so they can tell me how great I am, but building them up. Because you are great, you are people great, and we don't often tell ourselves that. And people who tell themselves that are deemed often seem to be arrogant. So I want people to do that. I want people to tell me how they're getting on. Actually, I want people. I don't want to just. And I don't think this is hard at all. I really, really, really don't. All you want to do is contact someone, tell them one thing that you like about them, tell them one thing, tell them how they've impacted your life. Um, yeah, just sending me some love hearts. When I take it on to that level, just sending love, and it make you feel good as well. Make you feel good. When you get into it, start doing it, makes you think as well. Makes you think, and yeah, I can't see anything bad coming out of this. Really can't. I really can't see people phoning. I might question. They might say, why are you doing this? And I know I'm repeating myself, but it's something I'm quite passionate about this challenge because, like I say, it's so easy to do, and it's going to have so much positive. I can't see no negative come out of it. So, in one sense, I apologise for going on. In another sense, I don't. So, and yeah, and if anyone's got any suggestions to add to it, like I say, one thing I thought of is you send a positive message to someone. If they feel blessed by that message, then pass it on to someone else. Don't need to pass it back to yourself. Pass it on to someone else. Let's get something going here. Who knows? Who knows? It might just be me doing this challenge. I don't know. It might be even if one of you take it on board. That's success. That's me impacting someone I don't even know. Utam saying it releases chemicals in your brain which produces positive actions. Utam, I was just about to say that. No, I'm joking. But it's true, man. It's true. Is it endorphins they call it? Utam, anyone? Endorphins? Anyway, yeah, it reduces chemicals. It releases chemicals in your brain which uses... Yeah, and I haven't even talked about that aspect. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You can't help but if you're speaking positively about someone, you can't really say, "Oh, you think you're so great." You can't be unhappy, and no one's forcing you to do this. No, great minds think alike. Great minds copy your term. Great minds copy. I'm liking that one, man. Yeah, you can't. I'm not forcing you to do this. Yeah. I'm giving you suggestions to what you say, but I don't know your people in your life. I don't know how they've impacted you, what they've done for you. So this is a very personal thing. I can give you some generic statements, but it don't mean nothing. It's how you felt that person's impacted you, and that only you can know that, and someone else can't do this challenge for you. Yeah. So only do it if you want to do it. Only do it if you want to do it. I'm doing it because so many people have helped me. And yes, I said thank you and maybe send an email, but I don't want to have to. I would like to be able to tell them and let them know before they die, because like I say, it often comes when a person dies and you have the funeral, you have the eulogy, and people sending all these messages and people talking to each other about that person, about how great they were, how they did this, the little quirks, the little mannerisms, the way they made them laugh. There's more than one chemical. We have 89 billion neurons which are connected by 100 trillion synapses. Okay. It's you may and I was just going on about endorphins. It looks like I've got to do some research on science, man. Harriet! Hello. Harriet's my team leader at work. Yeah, she's doing good. She's doing great. Actually, I sent some. She asked for some feedback because this is something we do in our workplace. We're kind of encouraged to ask others for feedback, and it's something I've vocalised it. I don't feel comfortable in doing, asking for feedback. But there's no reason why I shouldn't ask. It's just something I'm not used to. So this is another way of just getting feedback without even asking for it. So Harriet, what I'm doing is just I'm encouraging people to leave people voice messages, text messages to people who have impacted their life, whether it's 5 years ago, 6 years ago, yesterday, and just hello, Harriet, um, just leaving positivity. So just leaving how they've helped you in their life, even if you didn't get on with them, something you respect about them, and just not to get anything back. It's just to leave a positive message for someone. That person could have the worst day of their life, and they get this little voice note or voicemail from someone they've known 5, 6 years ago, 2 days ago, what have you, just letting them know how great they are, rather than waiting until that person's passed away and having a eulogy and having people talk about them when the spirit's there but the body's gone. Let's do this while let's let people know how great they are while they're alive. Feedback is a way to assess your progress. It is Mutum. But I've said this at work as well. For the most part, the people I know, we haven't been taught how to give good feedback and constructive feedback. Yeah, some people give feedback with the best intentions, but the way it comes across can be very damaging, I think, to people. So we need to. Autumn, you need to do a Facebook Live on it. I might do one myself about my thoughts on feedback, because it's a great subject to talk about. How do we take feedback? How do we ask for feedback? How do we give feedback? And making it a regular discipline. Yeah, we're all not perfect. We're all humans. We all fall short sometimes. So it's getting that balance as well, because it's easy to get stuff that you're not doing right, but we need to let people know what they're doing right, what character traits, what do you like about that person, what morals do you like about that person. We have companies who have mission statement, company values, and that. What about us as a person? What are our personal values? Yeah, what are we prepared not to fall back on? And I think for me, as I get older, companies I work for, that becomes a lot more important to me. Whereas before, when I was younger, I just want any job. I just want to earn money. I just want to blah blah blah. Whereas I'm getting older. No, it's not just about getting money. I want to work for a company who are aligned with my values. Don't have to be all of them, but the majority of them are, because you never have that perfect synergies. Like a relationship, there's give and take. But yeah, his values closely match with mine. So yeah, that's it. My first challenge. I hope you like it. The edification challenge, building people up. We need to meet up and do a live together. Wow, that's a next idea, man. Do a live together, collaboration. Yes, I like it, Tim. I like it. The edification challenge. Don't wait until the funeral. Trying to be a bit creative. Jennifer, what do you think, marketing wise? Ignore the title. Just building people up on a regular basis. I'm saying daily. Fantastic if you could build it as part of daily discipline. If not weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, every 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. No excuses why you can't do it. And think of the amount of people you impact. And it's not about getting messages back. You may not get one message back, but you send out all that positivity, trust me, is going to impact someone. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to show my pretty smile. And I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for the comments and those that have joined. Yeah? Love you and leave you. Bye.